Please welcome your host, Janette Manrara.
It is Wednesday. Hello and welcome to It Takes Two. It's Wednesday, which means our couples are halfway through this week's training and the pressure is really starting to build. But for the rest of us, it only means 2 days to the weekend. Here's what's coming up on tonight's show. But before all that, let's check out how Reese, Adam, AJ, and Sarah are getting on in training. Thanks again for a lovely dinner, Sarah, by the way. Now, it's time to talk to Tilly and Nikita. They brought fire and pasión to the dance floor on Saturday night with their fierce flamenco paso. Some say it was almost as scary as eating at a dodgy restaurant with her dad. Let's have a look at how they got on at the weekend. Olé! Pasión to the dance floor on Saturday night with their fierce flamenco paso. Some say it was almost as scary as eating at a dodgy restaurant with her dad. Let's have a look at how they got on at the weekend. Olé! It's Tilly and Nikita! What a paso doble, joint second on the leaderboard. Yeah. Surely you're feeling a boost of confidence this week.
Absolutely.
Definitely. I mean, I can't believe I managed to keep a straight face. It was so great. I mean, I had the best teacher and
you put all into it.
Do you know
all
what?
you.
It was actually amazing to watch. And Nikita, you are such a beautiful paso doble dancer, I have to say. I loved watching you as well. You were such a duo out there. But I saw the video online of you saying at the end of your routine, "Can I smile?" My heart broke. Was it really hard for you to hold that off the whole routine?
it was definitely hard and it was uncomfortable at first, but then it really helped getting in the hair, the makeup and the dress. And after the dress I was like, you know what, I can do it. I just need to be able to do it again. And so I wasn't sure when I'm allowed to break character. So I just had to whisper, but I forget when mic'd up. I was like, can I smile now?
It was
everyone knew.
But it was the sweetest question, wasn't it? You just looked so tender, like, can I please? Nikita, she made a couple mistakes the week before in her jive, but she came back and absolutely smashed that paso doble. Were you really proud of her for doing such a big comeback?
Absolutely. I mean, last week was honestly emotionally very hard week for both of us to come back from the jive, because we also put so much effort into it, and then it didn't quite work out as well as we hoped it would. But yeah, paso function, and I think it was a lot because we put so much effort, so many hours into it, because we really wanted to come back and come back strong.
Well, you came back strong, and they did that. I loved it. Judges, however, there was a bit of a funny situation there because lots of them loved it, but Craig, of course, he was in a bad mood at the weekend, gave him some critique. What do you think of what he said, Nikita?
I think, to be fair, I think number one, you did amazingly well. That was really good. But we hear him out, we hear what they say, because we want to improve. There is still so much room for improvement, and we want to get better. So
half an investment. That was full-blown investment, if you ask me. So we're moving on to this new dance, new week. You can smile again a bit more because you're doing the Foxtrot to this song. Tilly, how have you noticed the change now from going such an intense paso to a really happy Foxtrot?
Do you know, it's a big change every week, and I kind of love that. It's really refreshing. I'm loving learning all the different dances, and since week one was
week one, yeah.
It's hard. There's lots of technical bits, but I don't know.
It's as well week 5, so we also want to show quality. You can see the other couples and the other ballroom dances, which we did. Aliash with Sarah last week. How amazing. And the other Foxtrots, it's just people are dancing really, really good.
The standard is high.
It's so high. So we also want to show some quality now.
Well, I think we're going to get it. You're dancing to little things, but Nikita, what are some of the big things that Tilly has to focus on this week?
It's absolutely the frame, because to be fair, right now, this is what we're working the most. We've done the Monday, Tuesday, and today. Work on the feet. We've done all the feet work, all the work from the standing leg, but the frame, we are still working on it. Because it's tough also for 1.5 minutes to keep it stretching.
Talk about the flower in the vase, right? You need to keep that the whole way through. High scoring Foxtrots, as you said there throughout the series. So are you feeling a bit of pressure when it comes to the scores this weekend? Do you want to get up there?
I think it's a challenge. We want to get up there, and I do well with a challenge. I like to try rise to it, and I think that's a nice way to approach it. If we want to do the best we can, and we're putting in the hours, and hopefully it will
You
pay
go
off.
to Tilly. Over.
What's the...
Tilly, are you there?
Excuse you go. We are live on It Takes Two right now with Tilly. She can't be on the walkie-talkie.
Sorry, Janette, I forgot you're on the telly, aren't you? Tilly, I'll speak to you later. Over and out.
Are you kidding me? First of all, don't leave your walkie-talkie in my chair again. And secondly, what is it with you and Hugo on the walkie-talkies?
It's just a great way to communicate. It wasn't that fun.
Well, clearly, it works anywhere. You get the best reception anywhere with a walkie-talkie.
I'll be back later. I'll have a
She'll be
chat.
back later, over and out. So you talked to him on the weekend through the walkie-talkie?
It was so great when he was, obviously we missed him so much because he was injured. But we had a great chat over walkie-talkie, and told him how it went. He said he loved the dance, and I said, can't wait for you to be back here next week.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
So do you both have the same walkie-talkie then?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, well,
Great.
listen, over and out with this conversation now, everybody. Listen, I only want to see you going in one direction this weekend. Okay? And that is up on the leaderboard. So good luck to the two of you. I think it's going to be so beautiful, and it's going to be nice to see you smiling again. So smash it at the weekend, okay, guys? Tilly and Nikita. Thank you very much, everybody. In a moment, I'm never going to let this go now. In a moment. Thank you very much, everybody. In a moment, I'm never going to let this go now. In a moment, I'll be holding my first Manrara's masterclass. But first, it really is such a privilege to be on that Strictly Ballroom floor. Now, it's time for something a bit different. As the first pro dancing presenter of It Takes Two, and I know, why isn't Rylan a pro yet? Well, none of us know. I figured it's about time I do some dancing. And this is something that I like to call... Manrara's Masterclass. I feel like I should say it that way. This week, I'm going to be teaching you a little bit of salsa. Tom's going to be dancing this at the weekend. So, Tom, wherever you are out there, I hope you're taking note of some of these little tips I've got for you. As a lot of you know already, salsa is my absolute favorite dance on the show. And for a dance that is hot and spicy, I need someone with a bit of fire. Here to help me is a very special guest, my bestie, the fabulous Ashley Roberts.
Like this.
Yeah, this is
just casual entrance.
I feel like that was the best walk down we've done yet. It was
Ever.
amazing. So good to have you here, my sis, my bestie. Question though, have you been watching the series? Because it's a good one.
It's a good one. I've been watching. I mean, week 3 tens.
I know.
Setting the standard really high, right?
Yeah.
Johannes and John, I mean, they're gorgeous.
They are gorgeous. And he got 3 tens in the past, so he's honestly amazing. 2018 though.
Yeah.
You danced a salsa with Pasha.
Yes,
and
I
it
did.
was such an epic moment on the show. Do you still remember all the steps?
I mean, I don't remember all the steps, but I remember feeling very nervous, a little stressed. I was like, we gotta land this lift, and Pasha's shoulder was injured. But sis,
And it's good for balance. You stayed up. Also, I remember you looked right at him
Yeah.
like, I'm coming for you.
I'm coming for you.
I'm coming for
My
you.
legs were just floating in the wind.
But you
there.
did it again.
They were just floating in the wind.
You did it again in the final. And you smashed it in the final again. Did you love the dance that
I
much?
loved it so much. It's such an iconic moment in Dirty Dancing. And to get to be Baby and Johnny, it was epic.
I loved it. I was there. I was screaming at Claudia's area. So in a minute, Ashley and I will show you some salsa moves that you can dance along with us at home. But first, Ashley, you know how much we love a bit of Strictly stats and trivia here on the show. Yes. And I believe you've done some research for us and have gathered some saucy salsa stats.
Ooh.
The way that move goes is really simple, actually.
Okay.
We're going to start with our feet together. On the left foot first, just 3 stomps starting with the left. So left, right, left, and then the same thing with the right. A right, left, right. And that is the Jake Wood as well.
It's gorgeous.
If you put them all together, you've got a little routine, Ash.
Should we do it?
Let's do it to música. Are you ready? I'm going to be watching all of you lot. Okay. Let's go. Oh, what a tune.
We like this one.
I love it. I danced it with grunge. Here we go. Ready? And a 5, 6, 7 salsa basic. And back. And 1, 2, 3. Look at the little wiggle and little shimmy. We're going to do one more. One more.
why not?
And salsa basic. Forward. And back. And forward. Open the cover dash.
Yes.
And open.
Next time.
And open. And open. Jake Wood, everybody. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ready? Give me a big hip now.
Okay.
And big, 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 big. Yes! Well done to the crew. Hands across the board. That was amazing.
Fun. I'm out of breath.
I know, I feel like we need to get to the gym, sis. Let's make that happen. Okay, and that's it for today's Manrara's Masterclass, the first one ever. Thank you. Thanks to my fabulous bestie, Ashley Roberts, for joining me. I love you. Now, if you want to show off what you've learned, we'd love to see you shake your stuff. Send us all of your videos via Twitter using the hashtag #ItTakesTwo or email us at ittakes2@bbc.co.uk. That was fun.
Oh, I loved it.
The first one, you popped the cherry.
Thank you so much. I'm glad I could be here for you.
In a moment, I'll be talking to Tom and Amy. But first, let's have a look at what our pros have in store for us this weekend, because guess what? It's pretty groovy.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh, yes.
Move it, baby, yeah. He is harsh, isn't he?
He is really
Look at that footwork, sis.
Listen, there are 11 couples left, so hopefully we have some more amazing, sizzling salsas coming up. Keep your fingers crossed, everybody. But now it's time to ditch the stats. Let them go.
Okay.
Get out of here.
Bye,
That's right.
Felicia.
And we're going to get down to business now.
Let's do it.
We're going to be taking you through some salsa moves. Ashley's going to be joining me.
Yes.
Let's dish the chatting and get to Latin.
Oh, I like it.
Okay, we're gonna start with a salsa basic, everybody. And for this, by the way, if you're joining us at home, it will feel mirrored, so just listen to my voice. It is the left foot that I'm actually stepping on. So we're gonna start salsa basic on the left foot, and all we do is step forward on the left, come back onto the right, and close our feet, and then we do the same thing going back on the right.
Okay.
Back on the right, back forward on the left, close our feet. And we do that to salsa timing, which is 1, 2, 3.
Right,
So we
I
go
remember.
forward and a 1, 2, 3, a back, 2, 3. Salsa basic. Very nice.
I like.
Our second step today, I like to call open the cupboard, because you will see why. You're gonna
Okay,
feel like you're
yeah.
opening a cupboard. Get your hands right in front of your chest, fisted. I love that everyone is joining in the studio. Get your hands nice and fisted, and I want you to take that left foot and left arm and really open the cupboard, stepping back, and come back and close your feet. Same thing on the right. Open the cupboard, stepping back, come back and close your feet. That's the open the cupboard.
It's cute, I like it.
We like it. And the last one I named the Jake Wood.
Okay.
Because when I did the salsa with him, he did this step. Spectacular. Look at him. What that move goes. It's really simple, actually.
Okay.
We're gonna start with our feet together. On the left foot first, just 3 stomps, starting with the left. So left, right, left, and then the same thing with the right. A right, left, right. And that is the Jake Wood as well.
It's gorgeous.
If you put them all together, you've got a little routine, Ash.
Should we do it?
Let's do it to musica. Are you ready? I'm gonna be watching all of you lot. Okay, let's go. Oh, what a tune.
We like this one.
I love it. I danced it with grunge. Here we go. Ready? And a 5, 6, 7, salsa basic. And back. 3, a 1, 2. Give a little wiggle, a little shimmy. We're gonna do one more. One more.
why
And
not? We're
salsa
here.
basic. Forward and back and forward. Open the cupboard, Ash.
Yes.
And open.
Next time.
And open. And open. Jake Wood, everybody. 1, 2, 3. A 1, 2, 3. Ready? Give me a big hip now.
Okay.
And big, 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 big. Yes! Well done to the crew. And we need to get to the gym, sis. Let's make that happen. Okay. And that's it for today's Manrara's Masterclass, the first one ever. Thank you. Thanks to my fabulous bestie, Ashley Roberts, for joining me. I love you. Now, if on the board, that was amazing.
Fun. I'm out of breath.
I know, I feel like we need to get to the gym, sis. Let's make that happen. On the board. That was amazing.
Fun. I'm out of breath.
I know, I feel like we need to get to the gym, sis. Let's make that happen. Okay, it's bestie Ashley Roberts for joining me. I love you. Oh, as you're all aware, huge strides were made in space travel last week. Not only did Captain Kirk blast off in a rocket, but Tom and Amy flew us to the moon with an out-of-this-world Foxtrot. Let's remind ourselves of how they got on at the weekend. Oh. Tom and Amy, everybody.
Hi.
Oh my gosh, I was just saying I have so much to say about this dance. I absolutely loved it. You really brought the old Hollywood glamour to the Strictly Ballroom. I mean, was it nice to show a different side of you?
Completely different, but then once it kind of clicked, I think maybe about Wednesday, it just felt
when
amazing.
it clicks, it just feels
Oh,
so
yeah,
right.
and obviously
doesn't it?
having that song is incredible, and dressing up like that, it just felt
So
really
did you feel
special.
that ballroom really lived up to your expectation of what it was going to be?
Totally, and then I wish that every week was just doing the Foxtrot.
You became a ballroom boy out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's because it's amazing. You just feel so elegant, and you're in hold the whole time. It just feels it's a really special feeling. Moving as one around the dance floor. It's really special.
You feel like you're floating, don't you?
Yeah.
Amy, this is one of your favorite songs ever, and you finally got to do it, but not just do it with anyone. You did it with Tom. Was it everything you expected it would be?
Yeah, and more. And do you know what? I said this to you earlier, didn't I? And I think you got a bit emotional. I was like, I've never danced such a graceful, beautiful foxtrot with any other celeb on the show as I did. I literally just felt like I was dancing like a pro. Do you know what I mean? And it was so smooth. And once the dance finished, I was like, that went too fast.
Oh
yeah,
my
it
gosh.
did feel really quick, actually.
So you know what? You really delighted Anton with your curved feather step, and I have to bring him up because Aliash was raving because he said Amy made him go into hold in the middle of a feather step. So well done to you, Tom. He was really cheering for you, Aliash.
And he was like, when he watched us in the dressing room, what was Ali like? He was just like,
he's amazing. He was so
Yeah.
supportive. Yeah, it made me feel really good about it. So.
Yeah.
Your wife, Giovanna, speaking of support, was in the audience as well. Was
Yeah.
she over the moon watching you in a tailsuit and looking so...
I think so. I think I made her proud. I taught her a few steps that morning in the kitchen.
I saw your
yeah.
social media. You posted you were in the kitchen,
Well, I was
right?
kind of
Yeah.
walking through it around the kitchen, and I was like, "Come on, let me show you some steps. You can help me, help me
but you
get
know,
a little bit of last-minute
It was
practice."
because the kids were running around as well, watching mom and dad.
Giovanna was amazing. And I love that Tom was putting her head in position.
I know, I felt like you because Amy was like grabs my head and just like puts me in the position. And then when I was trying to teach Giovanna, I just found myself doing the same thing. So yeah.
Well, Tilly and Nikita have got Foxtrot coming up, so any tips you guys have got for them?
I'm so jealous.
I
Not that I'm
loved
not
it.
loving the salsa, but no, any tip? No, I mean, as if I have any tips. I don't know what I'm doing.
Go on, put your Amy hat on. What would Amy say?
Or do you say you have to be great? Do you know what? I think the best thing is getting into character.
Yes.
Because if you feel like you're performing the part, it makes it so much. It's why when you get dressed in the clothes, it suddenly becomes so much
But
easier.
you did look that way, so well done again on the Foxtrot.
Thank you.
Moving on, I'm so excited. I can't tell you why, but you will see why. You are not only doing my favorite dance style, the salsa, you are also dancing to one of my favorite singers of all time. Everybody, it's such a tune. I am a mega fan of Harry Styles, and I know in his last music video, he did a bit of dancing as well, which was epic. Are you hoping to do his song justice at the weekend as a friend?
Yeah, it's tough this week because I know Harry a bit. I've written songs with him for One Direction, and so there's. Calm down.
Toured with Harry.
Carry on.
No, but I think I'm not. This is the first time it's a song by someone that I know, and so that's an extra element of pressure.
No pressure.
I want to. I want to do the song justice. I don't want to ruin this song for everyone.
But how are you finding the salsa? Are you enjoying it? Is there bits of it that you're finding more difficult? How are you finding
Well,
it?
it's really, this routine, really tough. But it is a packed
Yeah.
routine, right? And
Full on.
it's the first time we're doing lifts, so that's a whole new element, and a really big element of Strictly that, I really want to get right. I do not want to drop Amy on
We
live
do
TV.
not want that responsibility, but you do get really exhausted in rehearsals because we've seen clips of it and photos of it on your Insta, actually. Are you comfortable there? Not really.
Honestly,
Monday.
that was Monday, yeah.
Well, don't
That's
worry.
my happy space.
We're going to make sure to make you comfortable now because we've got you this that you can lay on. We like to take care of our guests here on It
Thank
Takes
you
Two.
very much.
There you go, straight away. Well, listen, I hope that you smash this salsa. I just want to ask very, very quickly, what can we expect this weekend, Amy? Give me a couple words.
It's full on tricks, big risky lifts, and hopefully a cool, trendy Tom.
Cool, trendy Tom, big tricks and lifts. My last question, do you have Harry's number and can you give it to me? Thank you very much. All right, we're not going to go there. I wish you the best of luck. It's my absolute favorite dance, epic song, and I cannot wait to see you two at the weekend. Give it up, everybody, please, for the glamorous Tom and Amy. Lie it back down one more time. He's going to use it. Lie it back down one more time. He's going to use it really handy in rehearsals. That's it for tonight. Thank you to all my guests, including Tom, for joining me. Tomorrow we'll be here at 6:30, and I'll be joined by Dan and